Alright, we'll start off with Another World. This is a single-player retro action platformer with a small download around 200 megabytes and a story that will last roughly 2 to 3 hours to wrap up. In this one, we follow a young scientist through a cool sci-fi setting with an interesting story, and with this version they made some enhancements to the gameplay and the audio design as well. Right now it's on sale for just $3.99 with a 60% discount and matching a previous low until October 3rd. Next up we have Bot Vice. This is a single-player arcade shooter, again with a small download under 200 megabytes and should take roughly 5 to 6 hours to wrap up. Now this game is a ton of fun but also incredibly difficult and will require you to master both offensive and defensive abilities in order to get through. It is very rewarding though, and the boss battles are a ton of fun as well, plus the soundtrack is amazing, and right now it's on sale for just $1.99, marked down 80%, again matching a previous low until October 13th. Conarium is a single-player 3D adventure title with a roughly 4 gig download and again a main story that will last roughly 5 hours to finish up. In this one, players have to explore and solve puzzles while avoiding enemies and working through the story. This one has multiple endings based on your choices and an intense soundtrack that does a lot to add to the scary tone of the game. Right now it's on sale for just $4.99, marked down 75% until October 7th, again an all-time low. Doom and Destiny Advanced is a comedic single-player top-down RPG with an amazing retro look and sound, plus it has a small download around 350 megabytes and should take players more than 20 hours to wrap up. Now in this one you have 20 playable characters, tons of cool armor and weapons, turn-based combat with plenty of enemy variety, and some cool boss battles as well. You also have the online battle arena where you can fight other players, which is pretty cool, and right now it's on sale for just $3.71 with a 69% discount until October 3rd. Dungeon of the Endless is a single-player top-down strategy roguelike with a 2 gig download and potentially hundreds of hours of gameplay, as it can become incredibly addictive. It's basically a combination of exploration and tower defense in a way, as you'll be searching dungeons and clearing out enemies while defending the core of the ship. You play more as the manager, as all the characters will battle on their own once you put them in place like an RTS so to speak, and right now you can pick it up for just $3.99, marked down 80% until October 11th. Next we have Feudal Alloy, which is a single-player Metroidvania with a download around 1.8 gigs, and this one offers more than 10 hours of gameplay on average. The coolest part about the game is that everything is themed around robots and machinery, so you'll have oil instead of health and you'll overheat instead of running out of stamina, for example. It controls well, the combat is fun, and the boss battles are enjoyable as well. Right now you can pick up Feudal Alloy on sale for just $1.99 with a discount of 88%, matching a previous low until October 18th. Good Night Night is a top-down multiplayer RPG with local co-op for 2 people. It has a download around 180 megabytes and offers dozens of hours of gameplay due to the difficulty and the replay factor. Now this is an incredibly difficult dungeon crawler with randomly generated levels, elements of stealth and time-based combat. There are multiple difficulty settings including the Iron Man mode, which adds in the dreaded permadeath, and it's a surprisingly deep game if you're okay with grid-based movement. Right now it's on sale until October 17th, marked down 83% to just $1.99, matching an all-time low. Next up we have Lost Castle, which is a roguelike with a cartoonish look, but it does feature online and local co-op, making it a great value if you want a fun game to play with some friends. It has a download around 850 megabytes and offers more than 30 hours of gameplay on average. Now don't let the graphics fool you, this is an incredibly tough game. Each new run is randomized, even down to the character and weapon that you'll start with. You do get some permanent upgrades eventually, which help out, and if you're interested in Lost Castle, right now it's on sale for just $2.49, matching a previous low until October 3rd. Mr. Shifty is a single-player top-down action game with a download just over 4.5 gigs, and it offers roughly 5 to 6 hours of main story gameplay on average. Now this is an all-out intense game with cool moves, combos, and the ability to teleport and ambush your enemies. The look and design are great, and overall it's a blast to play. It is again non-stop action, and right now it's on sale for just $3.74, a 75% discount, and an all-time low until October 13th. Next up we have My Big Sister, which is a single-player top-down RPG with a great pixel art aesthetic and an original soundtrack, which both do a great job of complementing one another and creating a creepy and unsettling atmosphere. It's a story that follows 2 sisters as they attempt to escape after being kidnapped, and it even has multiple endings based on the choices that you make along the way. If you're interested in this one, it's on sale for just $1.99, marked down 67% and matching a previous low until October 10th. Phantom Trigger is an action-adventure title with a download size around 700 megabytes and a main story that will last roughly 4 to 6 hours to wrap up. Now in this one we follow Stan after his life is radically changed and his reality is shifted. There are 5 distinct worlds to explore, an in-depth combat system that merges slasher-type elements with standard RPG mechanics that all make for a pretty unique game. Again, this one has multiple endings, and right now it's on sale for just $374, marked down 75%, again until the 13th. Riddled Corpses EX is an arcade-style twin-stick shooter for 1 or 2 players and local co-op. It features multiple game modes, including the story mode, which in itself has about 4 hours of content, and the arcade mode, which is just all-out mayhem. There are 6 playable characters, all with unique stats and abilities, upgrades and unlockables, and online leaderboards. If you're on the fence, there's even a demo, and right now it's on sale for just $199, marked down 80% and matching a previous low until the 3rd. Steamworld Heist, the Ultimate Edition, is a single-player strategy RPG with a download around 260 megabytes, and it offers more than 15 hours of gameplay on average. In this one, we take on a group of maniacal robot pirates in a series of tactical shootouts, and the coolest feature is that you can bounce bullets off of the surfaces to hit foes that are hidden in cover. Now this version includes the Outsider DLC as well, making it a great value while on sale for just $399. It's marked down 80% until October 8th. Vampire's Fall Origins is a single-player 2D open-world RPG with character customization, tactical combat, dialogue choices, skill trees, and overall just a ton of content. Now you can tell it was crafted by a dev team that definitely has passion for the genre, and it is a mobile port, so some things didn't convert perfectly, but overall it's a solid RPG, and right now it's on sale for just $389, marked down 70% until October 4th, again matching a previous low. Next we have Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. This is a single-player narrative-driven adventure title that plays out like a graphic novel and features some absolutely beautiful artwork and a great sound design. Now due to the way the story unfolds, you'll have to play a few times to get all of the endings, so replay value here is great. It does however have a big download around 4.2 gigs, so just keep that in mind, and right now it's matching an all-time low of $399, an 80% discount until October 13th. Steamworld Dig is a single-player action platformer with a small download around 130 megabytes, and it offers about 6 to 8 hours of gameplay on average. Now this is a fun game that plays out like a Metroidvania, but rather than making your way through the standard platforming sections, this game has you digging underground, searching for riches and hidden secrets, and of course taking out enemies that you find along the way. The series is great, but right now part 1 is on sale for just $199, marked down 80% and matching a previous low until October 8th. Maggie the Magnet. This is a unique single-player puzzler and a brand new release from September. It has a download around 150 megabytes, and in this one we play as a magnet named Maggie, as we use the unique physics systems and the magnetic movement to work through the more than 150 different levels that, as expected, can become a bit overwhelming by the end. I like that they tried something different here, and if you're interested in this one, it's on sale for just $399 with an introductory discount of 20% until October 5th. Next up, we have Paradise Lost. This is a single-player 3D adventure title with a download just over 6 gigs and a main story that will last roughly 15 to 20 hours to wrap up. In this one, we play as a young boy that's lost and left alone to uncover whatever happened in this underground bunker. The story is heavy with this one, so definitely keep that in mind, but if you enjoy a good narrative-driven adventure, check it out before the sale ends on October 17th. It's marked down 73% to a brand new low of just $399. Red Wings American Aces is a really fun aerial combat style game with online multiplayer for up to 10 people, making it great for party game nights, and the solo campaign is worth checking out as well. There are a ton of cool planes and neat weapons or special abilities that you can use, plus the online servers were pretty stable with no connection issues every time we've tried to play. The graphics are pretty impressive as well, and right now you can pick it up at a new low price of just $295, which is a 75% discount until the 17th. Now the download is around 3.5 gigs, so keep that in mind. Reknum DX is a brand new single-player retro platformer with a small download around 180 megabytes, and again it offers about 5 to 10 hours of gameplay on average. Now with this series, you really have to know going in that they're tough as heck, and this is an enhanced version of the original game. It allows both new fans and returning ones to enjoy the game here on modern consoles with an overhauled gameplay experience. Right now it's on sale for just $399 with a 20% introductory discount until October 5th. Skautfold Shrouded in Sanity is a single-player dark adventure title with a download around 560 megabytes and should take players roughly 5 hours or so to wrap up. Now this one takes place in a giant mansion that's been surrounded by a mysterious fog, and it's our job to uncover the secrets that are haunting the area. The inhabitants themselves have been turned into monstrosities, which turns the game into a bit of a horror experience as well, so just keep that in mind. Right now it's on sale for just $3.99, a new low price until October 16th.
Alright, you gotta make this, man. You gotta make this. Yo, yes!